Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids, and today we're looking at this, which is the 511 Covert Boxpack. I got this directly from 511 for review. I was interested in this pack in the first place because it's got much more of that kind of subtle gray man type of look. It doesn't have, molly webbing everywhere. It doesn't scream tactical. You could use this in the city, you could use it in the woods, and it's not going to attract a lot of attention, I think, from people. There are some things I really like about this pack. There are a couple things that I would change about this pack as well. But we'll take it down to my tabletop, which is actually a piece of granite right here behind me, and then we'll show you the features, we'll talk about some of the pluses and minuses, and then you can decide, is this a pack that you might want to look into purchasing. Let's start down on the bottom here. We'll talk about this pocket. One single zipper to open this pocket up. You can store whatever you want in here, obviously. I will tell you that it runs pretty deep. I look at this pocket in particular for, like, if I had a raincoat that I was wearing and it was wet and I didn't want to put it in the main section, I would put it in here to, so it's not getting everything else damp. So again, single zipper. This can be a little bit challenging on the curves of the pocket, but not terrible. You can see here, there's one of the little zipper garages to put your zipper in. If you had a double zipper, that could kind of clank and make noise, but this just kind of keeps it organized. Nice zipper pull there, and YKK zippers is what you have for the entire bag. This main section will go into through the top, but there are these two side pockets, and they do have a single loop here. You can fit a full-size water bottle in here, but the idea is to keep a pistol mag in here or in here. Same thing on both sides. There you can see the loop there. It's not going to offer you a ton of organization, but in there you could put a pistol mag, you could put multi-tools, you could put any type of things that you want to keep contained and not moving all around by putting it in that elastic strap. Up on the top here you have kind of this attention grabbing outline to this zipper. Open that, and it's got a nice soft material so you can carry sunglasses in here. You could also throw a phone in here if you wanted to do that, but basically, it's going to keep it from getting scratched up in the rest of the bag. Nice grab handle up top there. It does have the yoke system, which we'll spin this around and look at that in a second. Now the one main other section I want to show you is this pocket here. There's hook and loop to keep it closed, but you open that up and then you've got a place to put your concealed carry weapon down in here. So that keeps it closed. Open it up like so, reach in, grab your weapon. There's also a soft section here so it'll keep it safe, but also to put a Velcro holster up against the back here. Now looking down to the center of the bag or the main pocket, you've got a snap here and a snap here, and then it's going to unroll and open up into the main section of the bag. I just think that's a cool feature. So roll this up, snap it down. Definitely nothing's popping out. You don't have to worry about a zipper running down and things, falling out accidentally. I just think that's a cool way to set up a pocket like this. All right, down inside you can see there's kind of two sections here. There's the main section here, which you can put all your gear, whatever you want in there. Again, not a ton of small organizational sections, just one big section. And then this back section here where you're gonna put a laptop. So you can run your laptop in there. It's gonna run up against the padding in the back, so it's not gonna be right up against your back. But that'll keep it safe in the traveling process. Flipping it around to the other side here, nice design, kind of the angle for these straps. Very comfortable when you carry it. You do have, I think it's called Hypalon here, and it's laser cut, basically molly webbing. The ones up top here, you can't put anything through, but you could put a single mag pouch or carry a Leatherman, carry a flashlight through these little loops, which is nice. Same thing on this side. This is removable and actually fully adjustable, so it's going to go up and down. That's your sternum strap. Down here on the bottom, there is a waist strap, and this is one of the things I would change, is that it's pretty low profile when it's flush like this, but I'd like them to have a little pocket here so I could take this and put both of those guys away so they weren't, on the small of my back when I'm carrying this bag. You can see lots of nice padding, airflow here. This is mesh, so it's going to be a little bit more breathable, but it is comfortable. And then these sections are a little bit harder up here, and then airflow here and there as well. So it's gonna definitely be breathable while you're actually wearing the bag. You can see there's a zipper here, and open that up. It's just easier to show you this way rather than opening it up because it was kind of too dark inside. But here's your main section, here's your keyboard or your laptop section, and then here's the section for just some smaller gear that you can put in there. There's a couple pen holders and such, and you can access that again in through the top, or if you want to come in through the back of the bag this way. Well, just based on the time and the weather here, I gotta actually pause this video. So I'm gonna come back in the next portion of this video and tell you some things I like about the pack, and also those things that I would change about the pack. So next time you see me, I'll probably be wearing something different, but we'll continue talking about the 511 Covert Boxpack. All right, so we are back here and we're talking about the 511 Covert Boxpack. Nicer day, so we can continue this video. Basically, as we head toward the end of this video, I just want to share with you the things I like about it and some concerns I have. As far as the things I like, it is comfortable, and I do like just the overall look and style of the bag. As far as the aesthetics, I think it's a good looking bag. What I'll be using this for is when I have to grab a bunch of gear, throw it in a bag, and just go. It doesn't offer a ton of internal organization, but there are times for me when I'm like, I just got to cram a bunch of things in a bag and go. I can't organize it all nice and tight. So that's the type of setup or type of application I'll have for this bag. I like the straps. I find them comfortable. I like that roll top that opens up and kind of just a big internal section. So those are the pluses for me. As far as the minuses, there's one thing I want to give you a heads up about, and then two things design-wise I just wish they did differently. One of them is pretty glaring for me, and one of them is like, you know, be aware of this. But, you know, there are definitely pluses to this pack. I have not tested a lot of 511 gear. What I've seen so far, I would put in the good category, like have had a good experience with it. This pack, would I recommend it? We'll see. Let me tell you the downsides that I see. Those two things that you should be aware of. They're pretty significant, and that one thing to give a heads up about, and then we'll wrap up the video and give you those final thoughts. One heads up and two issues with this bag that I want to note to you. The first heads up is just to show you that over here, a full-size Nalgene does fit, and it fits nicely. So that's not a problem. That's a, you know, Nalgene is a big water bottle. If you do have this style of water bottle, this is a Liberty water bottle. This is like a Benchmade edition of it, but it's hard to get this in, and yeah, there's no way to really get it in and to have it secure in if you've got any kind of contents inside the bag. It just doesn't allow it to totally close. So it'll close about that far, which is not terrible, but just I want to give you a heads up on that. So that's a heads up issue. The first main issue about the pack as far as organization and such is the inside laptop pocket. If you use a 13-inch, it's got plenty of room. If you use a 15-inch, it's got plenty of room. There's a solid inch to maybe even, you know, 2 inches on either side of that internal laptop pocket. So you're gonna have movement of your computer in there, especially if you don't have it in an additional case. So I try to carry my laptop in like one of those padded Targus cases. So I just want to let you know about that. That means a lot of movement for the computer. If they just put some simple hook and loop to kind of, you know, fold in the edges or adjust how wide that thing is, it would be great. The padding is good, but it is going to shift back and forth, you know, like this inside the bag. So that's something to be aware of. You know, if you're doing a long walk through the city or to work, whatever, that's going to be a lot of movement for your laptop. Just something you should know so that, you know, just be aware it could get beat up in that process. The main issue I have with this pack is this pocket right here. Is the concealed carry pocket. It's gonna fit your pistol, great, but think about a couple things. First, this is on your back, you're facing this way, and this thing is exposed to everybody, so that's a concern. You know, usually when you have a concealed carry pocket, it's up against your back or it's up against your body so that someone can't grab a hold of it. And you've got zippers, and additionally you usually have those zippers that you can lock, you know, like you have on a suitcase or something like that. So good quality EDC bag or backpack, you know, has an option to not only carry it close to your body, but also to be locked up. This has none of that. And getting into this pocket, I mean, that's not that hard to do. So if by some chance you had a big pistol in there and this Velcro wasn't very secure, you know, if it's open just a little bit, man, I can get my hand in there and grab a hold of something really easy, really quickly, and take it out. It's just overexposed to me. I just don't understand that as a concept. So maybe you're somebody who has this bag or a concealed carry bag that you love that has something similar to this. So leave a comment. Let me hear from you why you think this is a good setup. For me, I look at that and I'm like, it's too dangerous to me. It doesn't say this is safe and something that I have quick and easy control of. On the other hand, it says, you know, if I was in a crowd and people were bumping up against me, boom, someone could get their hand in there if they were good and, you know, and snag a weapon really quickly. The padding and size, the size of the pocket, that's all good, but that to me is just a glaring issue. If you're getting this pack and wanting to say, hey, I can carry my pistol in the bag, I just wouldn't do it in this. If there was a zipper here with a lock, much better. If there was a zipper here, better. But hook and loop, easy access, that just makes me too nervous as far as carrying a pistol in that actual pocket. So for me, when it comes to recommending gear, you know, my overall approach is this, to say, let me tell you the things I like about it, what I don't like about it, and maybe who it would work well for or how I would personally use it. I generally tend away from saying this is not good for anybody, because there's people out there who like certain gear and they have exact uses for it and it fits perfectly into their needs. So to say this is terrible, I would never use it. Yeah, I mean, if something breaks or it's just like poorly made, but design is usually, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder on that one. For me, this pack, this is not something I would conceal carry in, you know, it would not be on the radar for me that I'd be carrying a pistol in this bag. Again, as I mentioned earlier, what this bag is good for me is having a quick access bag I can grab, throw a bunch of gear into, and go. If I was like, you know, say it was the evening, and a buddy called me up, was like, hey, let's go out, go fishing, and go for a quick night hike or something, I'd grab a bunch of gear, throw it into the pack, and I would go. It's comfortable, it carries the weight well, it looks nice, it functions on a basic like backpack level. But for those additional features that you're looking for, you know, little bells and whistles, I just don't think it does the job for that, for me. Maybe for you it will, and if it has, you've used this pack, then leave some comments down below and tell me why. EDC pack, I need more particular organization. I want small, you know, pockets and places to put different pieces of gear. And then as far as for, you know, concealed carry, like I said, no dice. So yeah, I mean, this is not going to be something I'm going to go to on a regular basis to use as a pack. We'll see how often I use it and if I like using it in a particular way. And as always, you know, I like to say I'll report in, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, other social media, and let you know about the pluses. But for me right now, the main win of this pack is the aesthetics of it. It's, I think, a cool looking pack, but functionally it just doesn't fit into any of the systems that I'm operating with. So that's kind of where I stand. If it works for you, awesome. Let's hear in the comments why you like it. And also, if you looked at it or if you've owned it or tested one out and said, nah, I don't like it, let us know in the comments also, you know, what are the things that you did or didn't like about the pack. Once again, we've been looking at the 511 Covert Boxpack, and let's get that conversation started in the comment section down below. Thanks as always for checking out the videos. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids here on YouTube. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check us on Instagram and Tumblr as well. More videos coming soon. Take care.